Hi everybody, this is Stephanie. Thanks for tuning in. We are doing a YouTube hop for the new release by Traci Reed Designs called My Person. I'm starting off with a 12 by 12 layout that I went ahead and placed gesso on and did some smishing on this page with fired brick and tattered rose inks. So I'm going to be referring back to this sketch that I made. So if you cannot tell what it is, don't worry, you'll see it in the finished product at the end. I am documenting my birthday this year, and I have these 3 photos that I really wanted to represent this day. When I started this sketch, I knew I wanted to have hearts in this layout. I knew I wanted to place 3 hearts along the side of each photo. Initially, I thought I would be using my metal dies to cut out a ton of different hearts within the pattern papers. However, the stickers had so many adorable hearts that there was no need to cut out any additional hearts. So I'm pulling out the hearts because that is my main focal piece, I think. And I'm going to be placing 3 along each of the photos, as I just showed you there, that little wavy wiggle. Okay, so I went ahead knowing from the sketch what stickers that I might want to use. And for the most part, I think I used all of the ones that I pulled out. I'm so sorry I'm not on full camera here. So the only thing that you're going to miss out is that one sticker that I placed on top. And it says, "We were together, I forget the rest." That one sticker there is kind of like the start of my vertical line. I just thought that was perfect. Looking at this embellishments right here, these 2 stickers, they fell upon each other, and I thought that was so cute. What a cute little cluster. I'm going to include that somehow. You'll see how I do in a bit. I'm still on the hearts, guys. I just want to make sure that I have my 3 hearts on each of the photos. And I really like the way that comes out. I do fix them as it gets busier to kind of go in a sequence, whether it be the big heart on top, the middle heart in the middle, and then the small heart at the bottom, and vice versa. You can see here I'm kind of folding them out to add dimension, and this is where I get that idea, like I really want to stitch them in the center to let them have that dimension that this spread could use. So I'm grabbing out all these stickers that I had kind of knew I would use within this sketch, and pulling in the frames, I thought, well, maybe I can place them on top of the photos, but I printed out my photos pretty big, and then I realized, oh, these are perfect for journaling spots. So the 2 on the left are going to be where I place my journaling, and then the one on the right is going to be where I have my title. So before I printed out my journaling from my computer, and I even had my colors reflect within the collection. So the journaling that's in the red frame, I had red journaling, and here at the bottom I decided to go with a darker green rather than it being the light green and it be too light and hard to read. And I also like that idea of doing the journaling in a softer tones of the collection instead of in the traditional form of black, and that's because my title is going to be a soft muted colors, and you'll see that here in a bit. So now I'm just adding in all the other stickers that I pulled in, and these are watercolor sentiments that I thought would go perfectly on each of the frames. So I just got to find the right sentiment per each frame. So the top one got a perfect day. The second one to the right got lots of love. And the third one that's green got more like this, please. And there was some arrows within the stickers that I thought would go perfectly underneath each frame. Now, as you're looking, you're starting to see that it's getting pretty busy here at the bottom. And the beauty of working the way I work, I don't adhere anything down to the very end. Like, I have to be at 110%. Like, yes, this is where it's home. Go ahead and adhere everything down. So it's getting a little busy, as you can tell, but trust me, in the end, it works out. I just cannot adhere anything down until I know. I'm so indecisive, and I like to move things like about 101 times until I know that, yes, I like it. So I'm going to start moving things here and there just to make sure. So on top, I have that green sticker at the beginning of the video, and I just wanted to have a cluster here at the bottom, but I also wanted to have a green sticker just to kind of finish it off, just like I started it off with green. I kind of wanted to finish this line with green. So I'm on the fence because, as you can see, this perfect little cluster here, I really wanted to be on this photo. So talking about this photo is after opening the gifts, there was a ton of tissue paper all over the floor that my toddler started to play in, and right away we started to bury him in all the wrapping paper, and he just loved it, and it was so silly and so simple, and we just had a laugh because after burying one kid, and we were burying all three, and each one were taking turns to get buried, and then they would trample on that kid that got buried, and yes, in the end it ended when someone got hurt, but got a little smushed. It was still such a simple memory that also made the day. So looking back at those two little clusters, it says moments like these, a piece of my heart. I was like, I need this on my layout, but I also want the green. So this is where I decide to pair these together and layer upon themselves, and it just fits so nicely, you guys. I just love when that happens. And here you have it. I will be placing some foam tape on top of that first sentiment on top. Now, since it's looking a little busy down here, I am going to readjust my hearts to do the smallest one closer to the bottom, and then do the medium in the middle, and do the biggest one on top. And I just felt like that helped. It made all the difference between a clustered and cluttered. And I think it looks nice. And I did the same thing for the other hearts along the way. So this is the title that I kept going back to. I was on the fence between just placing like happy 30th, or just I was happy. But then I saw this title right here, and it says you are loved. And I think that really fit the mood for this day. It was not about, so much the presents around me, or even really about these balloons. It was the people around me, because I think you can especially be very grateful with this pandemic. It's ongoing, and it just, I really want to remember the emotions behind this day, and I thought this title was perfect. You are loved. Now, I was a little concerned with the bottom word here, loved, fitting within the frame. Luckily, I think it did. I think it did pretty good. I like the fact that the two outer ones fit on the frame so nicely. As you can see, my happy clap dance. Yeah, I just need to readjust yet again. I'm telling you guys, I don't know. Are you that crafter that just adheres right away as you get it done, or do you wait to the very end like I do and finally adhere everything? I think I just get more stressed at the idea of not being able to move things around. So this is just how I roll, guys. So I'm gonna I did pause the video, walk away, because I wasn't sure if it was complete. I felt like it was missing one more thing. Hence, this is why I brought out this sequence, which are these little cute outline stars, and itty bitty little stars, solid stars. And I thought, yeah, coming back to it, I feel like it needed one more piece to finish off this spread, and it just feels like confetti. You throw it all over the place, right? So I initially started with just around the frames, but it made the hearts, the area around the hearts, feel even more bare. So I make the call just to, like I said, throw it around like confetti, and I think it makes all the difference, and I think it completes the entire spread. And that's the moment that I decide, yep, I'm ready to adhere everything down, and I should have realized how painstakingly it would be to adhere all these sequins, but it was so worth it at the end, you guys. All right, here it is, all complete. And now I have everything glued down, and my stitching along my hearts to still have that dimension. And I think it came out so adorable, and I'm really happy that I decided to stitch it. And yeah, so I'm going to do a close-up real quick here. I hope you got inspired in some way, and you continue on to the next person on this YouTube hop. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.